So they, Yugayatam Nimeshena, sound familiar? So there's many verses that talk about Nimeshana. When you read Ujjvala Nilamani by Rupa Goswami Pad, he's discussing the 6 symptoms. There's different levels of Mahabhav. One is Ruda Mahabhav, then Adiruda. So there's 6 symptoms of Ruda, and also the other one. So one of them is Nimeshana Arda. Nimesha Arda Viraha. The gopis cannot stand half the time it takes to blink the eye. Nimesha Arda Viraha. Separation. They can't stand to be separated from Krishna. The gopis cannot stand to be separated from Krishna for even half a blink of an eye. And in one verse in the Menogit, the acharyas are saying that it's more than that, because that you can measure that. But there's a measurement in Vedic astronomy. They cut the time factor into very minute portions, not just hours and minutes and seconds. It goes into muhurtas and dandas, then it goes to something called truti, T-R-U-T-I, truti. Truti is 1/1700th of a second. There's one and then a slash, and underneath that slash is 1,000,700. That means 1,000, one measurement of 1 per 1,700 of a second. Cutting a second, you take a second time and cut it into 1,700 parts. It says in the Venagita Tika, they could not bear that much separation from seeing Krishna. Because the eyes, they blink like once every 60 times a minute or something like that. We don't notice it, but it's going on every second or whatever, or 45. It's quite, but 1/1700. So this is desperation. So this section I want to call it desperation of the gopis, and discuss a little bit about that point, because it's related to them and related to us, and this is how we fuse to do two together, the Prakrita Leela of Radha and Krishna and the Sadhaka Leela of all of us. Not so much a Leela, but the Sadhaka life of all of us, because we'll find out what we say.